Duh! I'm a cybernetic lycanthrope. Duh! Oh god, it's getting worse. Welcome back to Game of Plays Hexen. I'm not doing that anymore. Make me stop before it's too late. More of the seminary chapel stuff. Grab your chapelones, because it's time for more Hexen. Can't wait to fight the Heresiarch himself. You know, I thought it was intimidating at first, but he's really not. He just has a lot of hit points. And likes to shield a lot, and holy shit, death from above! Schnooch to the mooch! This one is Jay, and this one is Silent Bob. Or rather, Kevin Smith. We don't know how he operates. Yeah, Boston! Makes me feel good. That's really nice. We're treating these guys as if they're shy guys who'll just do anything. I guess the window shatters have to be triggered, but did these guys get pushed through the walls? I get how they fell through the ceiling. But through the sides, did they just be like, whoosh? Like, forcibly pushed, I wonder? Don't know. Feeling myself up. Oh boy. Something's going on in there. Today we wash up the gaming wolf. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Give us this day our daily games. Forgive us our lack of games. Forgive us! We socialize too much and we can't gain knowledge from electronics. We're fools. We spent our life discussing natter and nonsense that doesn't appeal to anyone but ourselves. How could we be so foolish? Come here and repent, for you have sinned in the fine gaming wolf chapel. Anyway. There's always room for a game wolf gag, because there's always a wolf somewhere. The commonality of my username is what makes it timeless. Hopefully I can just be the only one. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was thinking to myself, depending on how social media goes, I was thinking if you're still trying to, like, keep in regularity with me to some respect, even though I don't really consider myself an influencer or influencee, I like to interact with people saying, oops, pal, surprise, it's a shit ton of mages. Never leave home without them. But yeah, I've given consideration to make my own Discord. And again, I'll just bring that up, but you know, if you want to join it, it's cool, but I'd rather have, like, I'm not gonna really set it unless it's demand. I don't want to force demand either, so I'm really terrible at being a salesman, I'll put it that way. Or rather, I could probably sell things, but I don't want to sell myself, rather, because I am me. Self-advocacy should not be so slimy, sleazy, whatever you want to call that. Slobby. Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe. You ever have a sloppy Joe? It's quite sloppy. How about some hoagies and grinders? Yeah. Would you like to quick save the game called Quick Save? Why, yes. Also, the floor shaped like floor. Just too dark, let's get a light. Need a light? Let's burn. And then we burn stuff. Now I know what you're thinking. But wait! In America, don't they call sticks with flames on them flashlights? Ha 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 ha! I say to you, no. It's okay. We still have good comedies and musics, so I guess I have no choice to appreciate my British betters. Oh boy. Also Scottish and Irish, and if I knew more about Welsh. No! Not Welshie! No! Anyway. Yeah, this definitely feels Wolfensteinian now. Alleyways. Remember PC booter games where there's no operating system, you just boot up a game? Crazy, right? I guess it makes sense when you barely had a hard drive space back then, huh? Poof! I don't want to fall in there and find out what happened, so let's not and say we did. Maybe I could teleport my ass back up. I highly doubt it. How many things can you light a flame when you're playing this game? Millions of torches. All these symbols. Ubiquity symbols. Symbols of ubiquity. What else could I discuss? Discussed a lot of what I could be doing in the future. I think what I should be discussing is how I can have more energy to keep doing more of these as much as I can. Haha. Again, the last few months have just been terrible. But life has stopped being terrible, at least maybe after a few weeks from now. So, although some of it is not even just current events, and some of it is just, you know, a lot of introspection. It was for a different reason. Before, I would introspect because I'm, like, you know, questioning my whole meaning of being. Now the introspection is more like, what is it I should be, not should be doing, but can be doing, instead of just wasting my time with other things that I don't really have, like, not to say I lack a capability, but it's more like, it's not useful to be doing some things as I do other things. Like, easy example, if you're a gym rat, but you don't want to be a scientist, while you could have some decent skills as a scientist, maybe that's not what you would be doing with life. Or if you're a scientist and you don't feel like, you know, work on your muscles, by the way, you should. I don't care who you are. Maybe you don't need a gym, though. That doesn't resemble a problem, though. It's like... Actually, my problem with gyms has never been anything medical. It's always been, why do I want to work out with other people? There's something wrong there. I feel like that just invites problems that shouldn't be there. That's why I think every workout place should just be like a series of stalls where everyone has privacy. Not to say some of you all need it, but, you know, they do that at libraries where they have like these single desks with walls so you can read shit in private. Right? But then they also have tables where you can read. So do the same with gyms. Have some set off spot with stalls so I can do my business. Right? I don't know, just spitballing. Although that's not the real problem. The real problem is all the things you would have to do if you're actually trying to optimize everything. If you just want to do cardio, you really don't need a gym. Just go on that treadmill and bam, you're done. Although, probably get into yoga also. I mean, with like the stretching and whatnot. Yoga, Pilates, I don't care. Ooh. So speaking of the baby boom, I mean the boom of boomer shooters. Speaking of that, I know the bubble's gonna pop on that trend, but that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about is how those up and coming game companies making games of that style, for example, New Blood, feel about the whole monetization stuff in terms of YouTube. You know? I haven't seen the list of updated games of companies that allow monetization in a while, and I think that needs to be done again. Because I don't really monetize. Really. I mean, I suppose I could, but why? There's not actually that many... I get a lot of subscribers, but maybe even enough views, but... What? You want me to sell something? Do I... Like, is that the trade-off? I don't get that many viewers because I'm not in the jive with the ad people? What do I do about something like that? Tell me your thoughts about advertisements in the comments. I guess YouTube could favor me more if I actually did ads, but like, I know your guys are like me, probably. You have ad blockers. Or if you don't like ads anyway, even if you don't have working ad blockers. So, you know, I don't want to make you look at ads. Unless they're the kind that are, like, on the page and are not actually blocking the video. See, that would be okay. Like, any ad that interferes with your ability to view a video just seems weird to me. You know? Also, a lot of things people make don't function within a way that makes sense to have ads in them. Unless they're like something with a, you know, the equivalent of a syndicated show. Basically, when these things, when you see season numbers and episode numbers on these YouTube things. Yeah, I feel like those kinds of channels would probably be okay with having ads. But when you're a hobbyist like me, you think to yourself, oh wait, isn't there just some other way I could help people spend their money on me? So make me an offer, advertisers. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. But I don't think you want to be my lover. And you have to get with my friends anyway, so don't even think about it.